You're now tuned into the Lady Charmaine live show, and I'm your host, Lady Charmaine. And my guests today are a power couple in every sense of the word. And I'll let you know who they are coming up right after this. Lady Charmaine, and my guest today's credits and accolades includes winning Grammy and Dove and Stellar Awards, producing artists, hosting radio shows, starring in television shows, owning a hairline, pastoring a church, and parenting 3 kids. And they are here today to talk about the premiere of their brand new show, We're the Campbells. Help me welcome to the Lady Charmaine live show, Mr. Warren and Erica Campbell. Welcome to the show.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you.
And it's exciting to have both of you guys on the show as a couple, as I was telling Warren before we started. Now, he was on the show 8 years ago, and you and your sister have been on several times, Erica. So it's just nice to have you both on as a couple. So thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And Warren, I want to say to you, happy belated Father's Day. I know you have 3 children, so happy Father's Day to you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Did you do anything special?
Well, I hung out with my family. That's always special. And then, it's always some good food. So, fathers, we just get us around the people we love and some good food. And that's all we really need.
Absolutely. Well, you both are going to be starring in a brand new show that's going to be airing tomorrow night on TV1. So congratulations. It's called We're the Campbells. So congratulations. We get to, delve into your life a little bit more. Now, Erica, after the show Mary, why did you decide to do another show, especially with your busy schedule that you already have?
It was me and my husband's decision together, and we just felt like there was still a place for us in television. I don't see enough to see Black families. You see families, you see some broken, you see some who are in constant conflict. But we really trying their best to navigate going through God's way in 2018. Sometimes the culture and the way things go can really present a challenge, so it takes work to make sure that you are loving each other and doing things God's way, and in your pursuit of success, making sure that love is still a part of that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Warren, so I know she said you guys didn't, think it was done. You guys probably still had more to actually tell. What part of your story do you still feel that people need to know about you as a couple?
Well, I do believe, like I said, about changing that narrative, especially when it comes to media, television, movies, that, all Black families are broken. And that's just not the sum total of who we are. So you're going to see us really build our children more than you ever had before, which our children are just amazing people. So, you're going to see us dealing with issues of colorism, and our son, being shy in school and trying to make friends, and the whole dynamic of them having to deal with having busy parents. Not just us having to try to raise them trying to navigate how they feel about us, their parents being gone all the time.
That's true. So how do your children handle, because both of you have very busy schedules, Erica, she's singing and traveling, have a radio show, you're producing artists. So how do they handle that?
The kids do pretty well. I mean, of course, they miss me, and we've created little things that we say, like, I leave, but I'm always back. So they remember that, and they time a lot. When they were younger, I would take them with all my children have traveled all over the world with me, and I think that way they get to see what and appreciate it a little differently. I always tell them the blessed life we have is because of the demands that are on me and Daddy, even though there are a lot of demands. You're extremely blessed. So I try to teach them to be appreciative. I believe all of them will be leaders and stand out front. So I'm trying to prepare them for that as well.
Absolutely. Now, Warren, you are an award-winning producer, and sometimes the hardest people to work with is our family. So what is it like for you as a husband, having to be the producer of your wife, what is your working relationship like in the studio with Erica Campbell, not Erica Campbell, your wife?
Yeah.
The artist.
I want to hear this answer.
Well, it can be difficult, but for the most part, it's been so long that we've been doing this. We've been working together literally 20 years. So I'd say if you don't got a rhythm after 20 years, something's wrong. But, it can be difficult to compartmentalize, when she's talking to her husband as opposed to talking to her producer because as a husband, I want to, everything is lovey-dovey. I try to be, but in the studio, it's business. And I feel like if I'm not pushing her, then I'm not doing my job. So if she's not performing up the part, I got to kind of, I got to kind of tighten my grip on her or be as
mean.
Be as inspirational as I can.
Really?
I like that. Yeah. Inspirational. So Erica, for you, okay, in the balancing act of life, because this is really a balancing act, and especially you are a mother, you're a wife, you're a businesswoman, you're a radio host, recording artist, and you're a first lady. And we know that juggling so many things in our life, sometimes balls get dropped. What balls in your life seem to get dropped?
Me taking care of me.
Okay.
Drops the most. I will sacrifice sleep at any given time when I have something to do. And maybe it's not good. I ask God for extra grace. But if I come home and I just got off a plane and my kids say, "Mommy, can you cook tacos?" I'm not going to say no. I'll say yes. Or if my husband says, "I want to go somewhere, let's take a ride." And I'm delirious and want to go to sleep, but I go, "Okay, babe,"
Right.
Because I don't want them to feel like I'm out in the world, loving the world, and I come home and just give them the tired energy. Now, my husband is really great about saying, "Erica, just sit down, just rest. Don't say yes to anything else. Don't go to this and don't go to that." Because when I come home, then it's not only my sisters, it's my girlfriends and my church family. "Hey, we're having this. Can you come by?" There's always a request. So sometimes I have to say no. He helps with that a little bit.
And so same for you, Warren, because you're a busy dad, your husband, pastor, producer, and we know that a church, has a lot of demands on us. What are some of the balls that you tend to drop, and then how do you pick them back up?
Not so much now, but when I first started in ministry, I had to really realize that Sunday morning comes every 7 days. And so, if I didn't have my message ready to preach by Friday, I would go in a panic mode, like, "Lord, what am I going to preach?" And it would be like this whole dramatization every weekend, trying to figure out what I was preaching. And that ball sometimes would get dropped, or maybe, I always made it. I made it to Sunday, and everything was fine, but it was always stressful getting there. But sometimes just dealing with my everyday chores as far as my business, when it comes to dealing with my artists, and having to have a long conversations with them with multiple artists. So, you got to deal with a lot of different personalities.
Absolutely.
And sometimes you have those when you just don't feel like talking to anybody. So, sometimes I just take a day for myself and say, "You know what, I'm not going to talk to nobody today. I need a break. And I'll catch up tomorrow, But it's worth it all. I love it. And my motto is I'm doing what I have to do now. So in a few years, I can do exactly what I want to do.
And I love that motto because, Erica, we as women, we're very emotional and we love people and we're very open to people. And when you are not only a minister in song, you're also a first lady as well. And you have a lot of people that's pulling on your anointing. They want to talk to you. They want you to pray for them. So as first lady, not Erica the artist, where do you go to get refreshed and replenished in your spirit?
I'm a natural born worshiper. At any given time in my house, in my room, I'm either playing the Bible, the literal Bible, or worship music, or listening to a message, going to hear old messages from my husband. Taking notes, spending time with God, and then I have a great circle of people who pray for me, who hold me accountable. Who I can cry to or ask questions. It's really a blessing when God changes your circle from the people that need you to the people that you need. And I have a great combination of both. and I'm so appreciative. There's so many people in leadership who don't have that circle, the place where they can to be refreshed. And it saved my life many times. Worship has saved my life many times.
Amen. And Warren, the same for you, because a lot of times it's not easy for a lot of men to go out and seek prayer from their friends, their partners. And a lot of times you guys are literally the last ones to get refreshed. Where do you go?
You know, I do have a circle of friends that I go to and talk. But, you know, my life is different than a lot of my friends because, you know, the hats that I wear are so extremely different. So, you know, when I'm stressed out about church, I talk to my pastor friends. When I'm stressed out about, you know, the music business, I got my music business friends that I talk to. But the most important thing is no matter what I'm doing, I can always come home and talk to my wife. You know, she's the equalizer. She's the soft pillow that I land on.
Aww.
So, you know, no matter what is happening, you know, I know I got a safe place at home because every man, I think, believes needs a safe place to fall apart, you know. And if it's not your wife, then, you know, you're in the wrong place.
Right. Now, Warren, you used to work with Death Row Records back in the day, and now you have a label mate that's also got a jam and gospel album out, Snoop Dogg, former label mate. Now, you both were affiliated with Death Row Records. How does it feel to see him come full circle and also have a gospel album out where you guys are now able to gel together talking about the Lord and gospel music?
You know, I'm super proud of him for even just taking that stance and letting the world know that he loves God. Not that, you know, it's not nothing new to him. It's just that he's now expressing that, you know, and I think it's a very good thing. I think it's good for our jobs, music. And I think it's good in the sense that, you know, we've been this closed off club for so long. Now we are opening things up because, you know, nobody has a monopoly on God or gospel music. You know what I mean? So I think it's awesome that he did that.
Absolutely. Now, what's next for the Campbells? We know that the premiere is tomorrow night. What else are you guys working on?
Let's see. Warren has actually other gospel artists that we probably need to bring over to you so they can get an interview. Jason McGee, Jason Champion, and Brett Miles.
Oh, my goodness. I love all those artists. Okay.
Nice. I think his sister, Joy Star, my sister, is coming out. We're releasing a song together, actually, that you'll see a little later in the season. We did a video for it and everything, so that'll come out. I'm working on a book. We have the church, and then there's the kids, so that's a 24-hour job.
Absolutely. Well, good. Well, I look forward to Jason McGee.
And then us. I meant us. We got to work on us.
Oh. Now,
that's always on the schedule and the agenda.
Yeah, I was about to say, how do y'all squeeze the us in there after you have everything else going on? How do you squeeze us in there?
We have something called midday baby date.
All right now.
So if we have 2 or 3 hours in the middle of the day, we'll go for a drive, go eat, hang out, or just, you know, watch a movie. Just take a moment with each other. Sometimes it's not always, I'm not glam from the head to the toe. I just may have T-shirt on and jeans, and we just hang out, you know.
Absolutely.
I like talking to him a lot, so
that's good. That's good when you're friends and you like your husband. I just love them, but it's like I like you, and a lot of people can't say that. I like you. I like being around you. So and it shows also on your show. And because I got a chance to screen your the episode that's going to be airing tomorrow. It's a good show. I want to remind everybody, make sure you tune in. It's a very good show. You're going to get more involved in the Campbells and in their life. You're going to see the sister-in-law and Warren's sister, Joy. She's going to be on there as well. And you're going to see a couple of clips from the Stellar Awards. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. And don't forget to tune in tomorrow night to Where the Campbells. It's tomorrow night, 8, 7 Central, right there on TV1. Make sure you check them out. And again, thank you so much, Warren and Erica, for coming back on the show.
You're so welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
And again, that is Warren and Erica Campbell. Make sure you check out Where the Campbells tomorrow night, 8, 7 Central, right there on TV1. It's a really good show. Of course, if you love Mary Mary, then you're going to love Where the Campbells as well. It's going to go more in depth into their life, into their relationship, and you're really going to enjoy it. And don't forget that this portion of the Lady Charmaine Live Show, it was actually sponsored by, I love this young lady because she has been a supporter of the Lady Charmaine Live Show, and it is called Rebuilding Your Dreams After the Storm Women's Conference. So, ladies, if you've been through anything and you feel like you've lost your purpose and your vision, please, please, please go and pick up your tickets to this conference, Rebuilding Your Dreams After the Storm Conference. And just go to this website. It's rebuildingyourdreamsconference.eventbrite.com, rebuildingyourdreamsconference.eventbrite.com, and let them know that Lady Charmaine sent you. And again, I want to say thank you to my very special guests today, Warren and Erica Campbell, talking about their brand new TV show, We're the Campbells. Make sure you check it out tomorrow night, 8/7 Central on TV1.